So I take it, as we have this final segment together today, I take it that your read is that they win because there's a lack of courage on the part of those who differ.
Yes, that's right. I mean, there's just a bunch of people who are in the middle who either don't know what's going on, don't want to know what's going on, or are risk averse and conflict averse. And you can see that. And so what I say in the book is that the future of the country, as much as I'd love to say it's in the hands of conservatives, and we have to remain strong and vocal, the future of the country is going to be on people who are either apolitical or people who consider themselves mainstream liberal but not hardcore left. And that's an open question. I think there are a lot of people who consider themselves Democratic voters who may not be up for the wokeness, who may not be interested in the predations of the radical left, but sort of agree with the radical left on a lot of policy prescriptions. And they need to make a decision. Are they willing to pursue leftist utopia at the cost of individual rights and a functioning republic? Or do they maybe put off their utopian dreams for a moment and preserve those rights that are not in danger, particularly from the right, but are in serious danger from the left?
All right, I want to just emphasize to my listeners, many of whom don't understand or actually differ with me in my adamant distinction between liberal and left. And among other reasons I do that, aside from I believe it's intellectually accurate, is to pry the liberal away from the left. You do not believe in defunding police. You do not believe in all black dormitories and all black graduations. You do not believe that Israel is an apartheid state. I mean, at what point does the liberal finally say the left is the danger, not the right?
This is exactly it. Dennis, it's a distinction I believe I actually adopted from you between liberal and left because I think that it's so important. I mean, over at Daily Wire, we sell leftist tears tumblers. We don't sell liberal tears tumblers, and that's because I rejected that. I don't think that liberal tears are worth drinking. I think leftist tears are worth drinking only because of the threat that they pose for the nation. But I think that, listen, I have a lot of friends who are liberal, and the way I distinguish between liberal and left are liberals disagree with me on taxes, and leftists want me to be shut down and want to destroy my business and want to control every aspect of my life. Those are not the same thing.
Are you a sports fan?
I'm a huge baseball fan.
What have you done? I have no idea what you'll answer, and I'm just curious. So what have you done? Can you watch MLB right now?
So last year, particularly when they were super woke, I didn't watch a single game. So I was an MLB TV subscriber last year, and I just stopped subscribing to MLB.com. This year, they moved away from it, and so I resubscribed. And that's sort of the attitude that I've taken with a lot of these sorts of businesses, is if they wish to draw closer to wokeness, then I will not engage with the business. And if they draw away from it, then I'm happy to engage with the business. If they go back to woking it up, then I'll stop watching baseball as much as I love baseball.
Will the NFL be hurt by having the quote-unquote black national anthem played every game?
Yes. I mean, I think that the way they're avoiding that is by not playing it on the telecasts, probably. And they'll just hope that they get to have their cake and eat it too, right? They get to have the wokes cheer them on for doing it, but they don't actually have to show it to the general public. They did this with the Super Bowl last year. I was at the Super Bowl last year. They had much more sort of left-leaning material before the Super Bowl. It just never appeared nationally.
Mm-hmm. Fascinating. Ben, you're doing great work. It's a great pleasure to talk to you. Ben Shapiro podcast, Daily Wire. He has the commencement address this year at PragerU. We have one every year. They're wonderful, and so, of course, is his book. Most important right now, tomorrow, his book, The Authoritarian Moment. Ben, good luck. Keep it up. Keep it up. See you in Florida.
Well, Dennis, I appreciate it, and we're going to get you here sooner or later.
Okay. That's precious.